It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm, based on the title obviously, we're going to be testing out some new things in my collection, whether they're new to me or new to the market, you know. Got a little bit of both today. So yeah, I'm trying to think. A few things that I'm most excited about is this Huda palette. I did use it to get this look, obviously. It's a very nice smoky green look. Very excited to show you guys how I got it. And then just some other things thrown in here as well, just to, you know, filler for the video, you know. There's a lot of things I'm excited to try and for you guys to go ahead and watch. So, you know, jumping right in. Okay, so for foundation, we're going to go in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I know this is a cult classic, but I tried this a long time ago and I didn't like it. It sat on my skin weird. But this continues to be a foundation that people rave about over the years. So I wanted to give it another shot. You know, it comes like this beautiful gold little cap. But I actually bought the pump because I don't like pouring out my foundation. I don't think anybody enjoys that. So I bought the cap, or the pump for it. And it's just an ugly blue cap or pump, which not as exciting. You know, when you're paying extra for like a pump, you think they would, you know, make it look pretty. I don't know, just an opinion. So I'm going to do one pump. That looks like one pump. I should have cleaned off my palette. And I'm actually going to try and apply it with a, whatchamacallit? A brush. Whatchamacallit? A brush. Do I have a good brush for this? Okay, I think I do. Okay, let's use this e.l.f. one. It's technically a, oh, I don't know. Oh wait, did I forget to prime? Oh no, I can't go in with foundation yet. Oh my goodness, guys. Slow your roll. Meant to go in with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Oh my goodness. I feel like something was wrong. For primer, I just went in with my Smashbox already. Before, it's not new. It's something I already love and use all the time. So this is what that looks like. It's just a cream pot concealer. Oh my god, my dogs, they're on 10 today. I'm just gonna go in with this Real Techniques brush. Try and get some on the brush. I have a ton of acne to cover. That's why I wanted to go ahead and try this out today. So I'm just gonna very quickly try and cover that up. Looks like this is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. Just fine. It's just not my perfect match. I would have preferred something a little bit darker for concealing my acne, but the shade I thought I was sold out, so I just went a little bit lighter. And I feel like the Sephora photos are pretty accurate because I mean that's kind of what I went off the Sephora pictures. So it's concealing pretty well, but we'll see how it layers on top of the under the foundation. So let me go ahead and need my other hand to get the hair out of the way. A pimple right there. I have been breaking out with the mask so bad. So bad. So I was looking at some of my older videos, like editing and stuff. And for whatever reason, the acne didn't come until more recently, which I thought was interesting. Because which is interesting because when I'm not doing anything to my skincare or my skin, like skincare related, my skin is doing better. But as soon as I like do some skincare, my acne gets worse for whatever reason. So now I'm thinking like, is it my skincare? Like, and I've been like kind of alternating between different products and it's still kind of whatever. Wondering if I just need to stop. Like, just stop altogether. Okay, so that kind of really like helped a ton. I hope it like stays. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation now. I would have liked to have waited a little bit longer, but considering that I already poured it out, I didn't want it to like dry out or whatever. So I'm just gonna very gently press this out, kind of tap it out. I don't really use swirling motions unless I need to. So I just like to press it around. And then get some on my forehead. My forehead, I don't mind swirling it a little bit because I don't have any product underneath that I'm gonna like lift or anything. And then my temples. Okay, so that was one pump and I still feel like it covered, but it didn't cover everything I wanted it to. I didn't get any foundation on my nose, which was my fault. I ran out though, so I'm gonna grab another pump, another whole pump. That's still really good for me. Like normally I will use like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 pumps in other foundations, so I'm not mad about using a second pump. Okay, so that was 2 pumps and I really like how it looks. I think maybe last time I used a sponge and I didn't like how it looked. This was, you know, pre-YouTube and like I watched YouTube, but I didn't really know much about makeup as much. So I just used a sponge for everything just because I personally love sponges over everything. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, never mind. I was going to use my Tarte Shape Tape underneath my eyes, but I've heard this is actually really good underneath the eyes as well. I'm going to grab my Real Techniques brush again. And then I've just heard to be careful because it can look heavy under the eyes. So I'm going to be very, very careful. I'm going to try and add just a little bit underneath the eyes. I don't know. I should probably use a sponge to blend this out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use my brush as much as I can though, just because I'm liking how it looks with the foundation right now, so I don't want to like do anything that would kind of ruin it. I don't know if I'm not gonna say that a sponge would ruin it, but I do remember not liking a sponge with this, with the foundation. So I don't want to like mix or go over the foundation a little bit and then ruin it or something. I'm going to just go ahead and try and do it with a brush if I can. Just because I remember my foundation doesn't like sponges. I think that's what it was because I don't remember liking it this much. This is really nice. Very, very nice. Ooh. I feel like this is a perfect under eye shade for me. It's a little brightening, but not a lot. And it is really matte, guys. It's super matte. Wow, that's really, really full coverage. And I only put a tiny amount and it was like so full coverage. Like, I only use a tiny amount because I'm scared of it getting cakey and too much. And I don't know, guys. I think that's fine. It's really, really good. Yeah, so the method of application isn't my favorite. I don't like applying anything with brushes. I really don't. I mean, any complexion products with brushes. I'm very much sponges. But I'm liking this so much. I mean, I might have to in the future, you know. It is creasing a little bit, but I mean, I haven't set it yet either, so it might need to be set. Alright, so for new powder, I have this Makeup Forever powder that I've heard so many good things about. So many good things about this. So I finally had to get it. Excuse the Band-Aid residue on my finger. I got my finger cut at work and it's not pretty. It's not very pretty. Okay, how do you open this? Am I struggling? Am I the only one who struggles to open this? Oh my gosh, okay. So it comes with a nice little sponge thingy. I'd rather them not come with that kind of stuff. Like, I've heard really good things about this sponge, but I just don't use stuff that comes in the packaging. Just don't. I do not. I don't. So I'm just going to grab my Real Techniques brush and I'm going to dip in. This is like a shade lighter or two than my skin tone. But like I said, it's kind of hard to tell on Sephora's website, so I didn't want to like mess it up. This is considered a powder foundation. That's kind of why they made it that way. Or they made it to be a powder foundation. But I don't use powders as foundations. And I've heard this is still really nice for setting your makeup. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. Just setting my makeup. I'm just using a tiny amount. It does come up on my on my brush. So you can see it on the brush. I am looking a little bit lighter. Oops. I don't know if that was the foundation or the concealer. I think it's the powder. I think I didn't look washed out before the powder. I think the powder is too light, and that is my fault because, like I said, I know my shade in Makeup Forever, but with powders, I usually go a tiny bit lighter because if it's too dark, I can't work with it. If it's too light, I can work with it. This is still a very pigmented powder because it made me a little bit lighter. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. It's just I wasn't expecting it. So now I'm going to grab a smaller Real Techniques. This is a setting brush. And, like, I wasn't planning on doing this, but then I looked at my under eyes. And they don't look like they're set or anything. So I'm just going to kind of go over that concealer area and then my eyelids. Smaller concealer brush. Hopefully that'll set my makeup. Probably packing on too much. Back away from the powder. Okay. Now I can warm up the face with bronzer. Oh my gosh, I need to wash my brushes. All of them are dirty. They're all dirty. Oh man, I have 2 bronzing powders. I'll do the Marc Jacobs one. I'll do the Marc Jacobs. I'm more excited about this one, honestly speaking. This packaging is kind of weird. I don't like it. So what it looks like, this is the shade Tantric. This is just a protective cover. This is the packaging. I don't want you guys to see everything. It comes with a really nice mirror. You guys can't see that. And then this is the shade, again, Tantric. I actually dug my finger in this on accident already, so I opened it up when I got it. I've heard really good things about, oh, that smells so good. Do you guys see that? That's beautiful. That's warm. It's a little warm. It's kind of what I needed right now after looking washed out. I feel like this is like my perfect summer shade and we're just out of summer. We just literally, we're in fall now, barely. And then I found my perfect, like, you know, summer bronze shade in fall. Isn't that funny? That's just funny. I mean, to be fair, this has been around for a while, so. Wow, I really like that. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty shade. I really like the shade. Now I kind of feel like what everyone has been talking about, like why everyone's been talking about this bronzer. It's a really nice bronzer. It is. Oh, I just want to like pile it on. Just pile it on, girl. palette. Oh, it's so pretty. Looks so good. Add some to the sides of my nose. God knows I need it. Big nose. I do. I do though. Make sure my nose looks okay. Oh gosh, this looks so good. Add too much on one side. Oof. I really like this powder, guys. This bronzer. It's a nice bronzer. It's nice. I like it. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, I thought it was all hype, but that is actually a very pretty bronzer. Very, very pretty. So easy to work with. It blended out like by itself, like on its own. Ooh, now I have color again, you know? I mean, I'm not perfectly back, but I mean, I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close. I'm sure with blush and stuff like that, it won't even be noticeable. Okay. Okay, for blush, I'll be using this new, it's not new by them, but new to me, this Lovejoy mineralized blush. This one is in the shade Lovejoy. Look how beautiful that is. I feel like this is a perfect bronze. I mean, like perfect summer shade. Not summer, bronzy fall shade. I can't talk, it's so beautiful. It has me mesmerized. It's really powdery, so be careful. And then just apply it to your cheeks. You know, I bought a new Milani blush. They came out for the fall. It looks super pretty. Kind of reminds me of this one. I haven't gotten it, but just from the promo photos on Milani's website, it really does look a lot like this. Maybe a little more orange or terracotta. So hopefully it won't be exact dupe. So I recently decluttered a lot of my blushes, and then I bought a bunch more blushes. Guys, somebody needs to stop me, like literally, like when I'm gonna go buy a blush, someone needs to tell me no. You have enough blushes. But I love blush. I love blush. Oh, guys, you see this? Such a beautiful color. It's so, I don't know if it's fall though. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful shade though. Just gonna add a bunch more on. Not that I needed it, but you know, go up a little bit here and then go overboard, you know, to the max. That's fine. Just go back with your, this is bronzer. Go back with your powder brush and then just blend it out a little bit. It's not the big of a deal. If you go ham, it's okay. You can always still save it. I mean, except unless it's the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty crap. That if like you go overboard, you might have to start over, which is kind of sad. I've never had to start over with a blush, but you know, some people, some blushes. I'm just saying. Whew, that is work, guys. I took too big of a gulp. I was just really thirsty. My bad. So I like this blush. It's pretty. I like it. Again, that's Lovejoy. I feel like it's a really nice shade. I love it. So for lipstick, I wanted to try these Buxom Full Force. This is like the nude collection, the 90s nudes or something like that, in the shade Fly Girl and Supermodel. But I have these Christian Audette and Mel Thompson lipstick in the shade Beauty, and I've been dying to try this one. I'm gonna quickly line my lips with my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner and Sugar and Spice, just because it's my favorite, you know. Duh. This is my perfect nude and my favorite formula ever. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that lipstick. The Christian Audette Beauty by Mel Thompson and Christian Audette. I've heard really good things about this. What's her name? Oh my God, Whitney. Oh no. It's fine. What was I like? Why is it too dark or too light? It's a little light. I could have layered it too much, but I feel like my lip liner is really helping this because it's really, really light. No problem. We're going to top it with a gloss. We're going to make this work. So I have these Buxom Plump On lip glosses. I love the Buxom lip glosses. These are some of my favorite. I got two shades. These are, again, the fall collection, I'm pretty sure. Fall Sin. I have Spiked Apple Cider and the Pumpkin Spice Latte. And this one's a little more pink mauve-y, and this one's more of an orangey nude. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the orangey nude, because that's just me and my personal preference. And then I'm going to go ahead and just, okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. That's perfect. Okay, so I don't like that lipstick. It's just not, I thought it was more universally, you know, like Whitney, what's her name? Whitney Hendricks, I think that's her name, raves about this lipstick so much, and it was like limited edition and you couldn't get your hands on it. Christian Audette finally restocked it, and so I picked it up, and I accidentally bought two. So I have two lipsticks that are too light for me now, which is fine. It's fine. But that seemed to save it. I love the look now. Guys, see, makeup isn't that big of a deal. Like, it can always be saved. Like, you can always figure something out. Or, you know, nothing's permanent. Hopefully I can get through this video. I have the door open for my dogs, and my allergies are going nuts. I'm having to, like, stop and start so many times just to sneeze. So, for eyes today, I know I did everything backwards. I normally do my eyes first, then my lips. But I wanted to make sure I knew what kind of lip I had before I kind of did my eyes. So I can kind of focus the look on the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use. Kind of make it cohesive or whatever, but so I'm going to go ahead and grab any eyeshadow brush, just something fluffy, and kind of to do my crease. Oh my god, what am I talking about? I'm just like starstruck with this palette. It's so pretty. So pretty. So I'm gonna grab this burnt orange shade at the bottom. I don't know what it's called. Does she name her palettes? I don't know. Just this burnt orange shade at the bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend this on my crease, kind of blending it upwards very lightly. I'm not trying to get a very dark pigment. I'm very lightly pressing in here. I don't want to get it too dark. I just want to kind of create some sort of like starting line for my eyeshadow. But I'm going to concentrate it a little bit more for the look I'm going for. Oh my god. Just learn how to talk to Haze. And that's exactly what I didn't want, and I accidentally went too far. I went too far. Huda Beauty's eyeshadow are very pigmented. And I knew that, and I tried, and I failed. Story of my life. Oh guys, my allergies, I'm so sorry. I'm like choco-busting over here. Okay, so that's better, I think. Now, I'm going to go in with this deep green shade with a more precise packing brush. Can I do that? Do I have more? Oh my god, my nose is itchy. Okay, allergies. That'll be my tweezers. I'm just gonna like, oh. Yes. Nose is so itchy. Okay, I'm gonna grab this green shade. I'm gonna go ahead and try and pack that right here. Kind of. Way lower, but it's still packing a punch. Ooh. Probably should have used an eyeshadow primer. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like you can't really see the green on my eyes. It looks very brown on me. It's usually not the case with Huda's eyeshadows. They usually like pack a punch and they look the color that they are on the eyes. So I guess in person it's looking a little more green, but it still looks like a very brown green in my opinion. Which it is, but it looks more brown than it looks green, and the palette looks more green than it looks brown, obviously. Looks like a true green. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just gonna keep packing that on. Ooh, I like that though. Ooh, I like this. I like this. I'm like looking at it in the mirror and I'm like, meh. Looking at it from far away, it looks really pretty. Oh, I love this. Love. This is so nice. I love that. I feel like sometimes things don't turn out as you expected them, and then you kind of take a step back and you look at it and you're like, okay, it's not what I expected. It's looking really, really nice. So, pleasantly surprised. Okay, it's really smoky though. Definitely smokier than I intended, but that's fine. I'm just going to work later, it doesn't matter. And then, just whatever's on my brush, I'm just gonna smoke it out on the lower lash line. And that concealer has creased a little bit. But not bad, not like, I wouldn't say more than other concealers, so. So I kind of mixed in a little bit of the burnt orange. I'm just kind of like tapping it back and forth into those two shades that I used for my lid. Ooh, I love this look, guys. Oh my goodness, I love it. I know it's so like, not anything crazy, but for me, these colors don't exist in my collection, and they look very like cool tone and rustic and grungy. Oh my goodness, just everything I don't have in my collection. I have very boring neutral colors and very safe neutral colors, so ugh, this is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to use this green shade. Oh, not the peach shade, even though I'm very tempted. This looks really pretty. I'm going to use that right here in the center of my lid. Is it? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's there. I'm like, is it even there? It's there. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty, guys. I know it looks so boring, but it's so pretty, I swear. It's so pretty. I just want to put that all over my skin. Such a pretty shade. I just want this all over my body. Oh my gosh, it's such a pretty shade. Oh goodness, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I just want to like lather this shade up and just put it everywhere. Everywhere. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. Grabbing that brush again. I'm going to grab this green shade again. I'm going to go ahead and deepen this a little bit and kind of blend out the shimmer I just added on top. I'm going to deepen it and blend it out, deepen it, blend it out. And I'm going to do the same thing on the inner corner. I'm going to deepen it and blend it out. Deepen it and blend it out. Kind of like a soft halo eye, not like a super smoky halo eye, just like barely. Let me grab a smaller brush. So I really want to deepen that inner corner a little bit more. Okay, so I grabbed a Morphe M507 and I'm gonna try and deepen that inner corner even more. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Oh yeah. That's literally what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more to this side. It doesn't seem like a lot, but ow! Not your eye. But yeah, ooh, that's literally what I was wanting. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to my lower lash line. Let's smoke it out. Oh my goodness, this is, I love this. I love this palette. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm sold. Sold. I love this palette. Okay. Now for, do I have a new highlighter? No, I don't have a new highlighter. Okay. So very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and finish off my face and I'll be right back with a summary of the products we used today and how I feel about them. Be right back. Hello guys. And I went ahead and finished my eyes off camera really quick just because I didn't have any new products to talk about for my eyes. I just used my Khaki liner for my waterline, my Thrive Cosmetics for my mascara, and then for my brows I just used my AOA Studio Slim Brow. This is like $1. I love it. I think it's amazing. And yeah, I think that's, oh, my highlighter, I just used my, what is that? My Artist Couture Mini in the shade Illuminati. I like this highlighter, but I feel like it doesn't last all day on the face. So I do think it's really pretty. But yeah, it doesn't have very good lasting power. That's like the only highlighter I can ever say that about, you know. And then for setting my face, I just used my Urban Decay D-Slick. So yeah, so this is the finished look. Real quick, let's go over the things that I didn't like. Okay, so really quick, the NARS Radiant Concealer. Okay, I do like this for concealing my acne, but even after using this, it still peeks through a little bit. I don't know if I really have to cake it on or maybe let it dry a little bit before I go over it with foundation, which I did not do. I wanted to, but I forgot, and then I, you know, already had foundation going and stuff like that, so I didn't want to. So I feel like I still need to try this a little bit more and maybe kind of figure out the kinks and get the kinks out of it, you know, figure out if I need to wait a little bit longer or add a little bit more. I was a little skeptical of really caking it on because I was about to go in with a full coverage foundation, so I didn't really want to cake it on too much and like, you know, be scared that it was gonna look obvious or something, a little cakey and weird on that side. I don't like it for the for under the eyes. Like, it's not bad, but I had to blend out the creases again right before filming again. It was creasing a little bit, and I blended it out with my sponge. Just because I didn't like how it was looking. It was looking a little patchy and a little like the powder dragged. I don't know if it's the powder or the concealer, but I think it's a concealer because it was really creasy even before I set it. So I don't know if I just need to set it with my favorite Laura Mercier powder under the eyes and just use the Makeup Forever powder all over the face. I do really like the Makeup Forever powder. Where'd it go? Okay. I do really like this. I think the shade's just off for me. I think it'll be better for me in the winter when I'm a little more pale and I can pull this off a little bit better. But I was able to make it work. You can't even tell that it's a little bit light for me. You really can't. The foundation, I really like this foundation. I'm actually surprised because the first time I tried it, I didn't like it, and I really like it. I like it now. I think it was just the brush technique maybe, or and back then I used a sponge, so maybe not use it with a sponge and use it with a brush. And I really like the finish and the way it looks on my skin. It looks like a velvet matte. I have highlighter and like I just set my face, so you do see a little bit of dew coming through, but other than that, it's still a really like around my mouth and down here, it looks like a really soft velvet matte. I like that. I wouldn't call it full coverage. I mean, again, I didn't build it up, but I used 2 whole pumps, and I feel like I got like medium, like a solid medium coverage, and I do really like that. I do love a good solid medium coverage foundation, so I do really like it. It's still really expensive, and are there better foundations out there? I mean, like, this is really comparable to the L'Oreal Freshwear in my opinion. I just think the undertone, obviously, this one's gonna have better undertones just because, you know, it's high end and they've been around for decades. I feel like they know what they're doing and they've gotten the undertones correct, you know. But I've like struggled to find my undertone in the L'Oreal Freshwear. So, I mean, this might be something I might mix in with my other foundations, you know, it's because I do really like the shade and undertone and the formula. It's just really nice so far. I mean, I haven't worn it all day, so I don't know how it'll perform there, but I'm hoping it'll be a good one. I've heard really good things about it wearing very well, so I'm not worried about it. The Marc Jacobs bronzer, oh my goodness. You guys saw, I love it. I loved it. It was really nice. I got this for $30 on Sephora, $35 during a Sephora sale. I don't know if it's still discounted or not, but that's when I decided to pick this up. I would not pay full price for this, but at $34, I was like, oh, it's still kind of expensive. I dropped something. I normally wouldn't spend that money on a foundation, on a bronzer, but I did. I did $34. I'm like, I'm not gonna get it cheaper than that, I don't think. I thought it was just, yeah, but for $34, it does perform very nice. So, I mean, at $34, I do think it's really worth it, and it's very beautiful, and I love it. I love it. I'm really glad I actually picked that up, and, you know, I feel good about my purchase. So, the Christian Audette lipstick, the shade, it's a little light. So, I'm a light medium skin tone. I am a light medium skin tone. Right now, I have a little bit of color because we're leaving summer, but I'm actually really lighter. So, and it doesn't really work for me very well on its own. I'm going to make it work because I have it and I have a backup, and I'm going to give my backup away to a relative. I'm going to. I know exactly who I'm going to give it away to, just because I have a sister-in-law who is like super fair. She's super fair. So I think it'll be a great shade for her. For me though, it is really light. I have to use a deeper liner like you guys saw. And then I went over it with the the Buxom Gloss, which I love. I love this. It does have the plumping effect. I'm getting lipstick all over my teeth. It does have the plumping effect, and normally lipstick doesn't get on my teeth, but because I have my Invisaligns in, my teeth are a little bit bigger and kind of protrude a little bit more. That being said, I love this gloss. I love all Buxom Gloss's formulas. I didn't try the lipsticks like I showed you guys in this video, but the gloss is, I love this. I love the shade, the pumpkin spice latte shade. I love this shade. Anyways, but do I have other glosses like it? Of course. This shade particularly reminds me of, I want to say the Alamar Cosmetics nude ones. Like, I'm pretty sure you can find it deep within that one. I love that formula too. I think that one's a little bit more pigmented, but anyways, but those aren't plumping, but the Alamar Cosmetics don't have the plumping effect, but they look plumping on the lips. This one does have that cooling plumping effect and looks plumping. So, I mean, it's all, like, if you don't like the sensation of cold plumpingness, whatever, go with the Alamar Cosmetics ones. If you like that plumping effect or the cooling on your lips and stuff, I recommend the Buxom one. Just, you know, personal preference. All up to you guys. And then again, this one, too light, but I'll make it work. Whatever. The formula seems nice. Is that everything? Did I talk about the powder, the bronzer? Oh, the blush. Okay, so the blush. The blush. This is very pretty. I'm not surprised. MAC makes really nice blush formulas. It has a light, you know, shimmer to it. It's very natural, very pretty. A MAC, you know, they do no wrong. Okay, other than not being cruelty free. The Huda Beauty Khaki Haze. Oh my goodness, guys. I love this. Is my favorite item of the whole day today. It was one of the products I was the most excited about anyways. But honestly, it's proven to be so unique and so beautiful and a great, you know, fall palette for your collection. You know, if you're looking for just, you know, one palette to kind of add to your collection for the fall. I mean, it's just so, so beautiful. Like, it has your burnt oranges, your peach, you know, your like rich sienna red, that, you know, like, I don't want to say khaki green, like that military, like moss green, and then, you know, your deep brown, you know, that mossy green, you know, shimmer that goes with it, a pale pink, just, and this greenish gold. Oh god, it's just, I'm just so excited. I love this. I love this. I'm not surprised though. Huda Beauty's formula is top notch. Top notch, great, pigmented, and consistent. It's just really, really good. Okay, so that's it for today's video, guys. So sorry that in my previous videos I've been forgetting to kind of give you guys a rundown of what I think about all the products. Kind of pointless of me trying a new product and then not telling you what I think about it. Duh, Denise. Duh. So I'm sorry about that. I will try to be better about it, kind of giving you guys a little summary at the end, letting you know how I feel about the products. I know it's only your first impressions and I haven't really gotten a chance to really put these to the test, but so far I kind of love everything except, you know, the two items, you know, I may have mentioned that need some, you know, work and some finicking, you know, whatever. But, you know, there wasn't really anything that I hated. Yeah, I don't like, wait, did I hate anything? No. The only thing I hated, I think there's just a couple of things I need to work with a little bit more to kind of figure out their kinks. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.